All right, welcome in everybody. It is Monday's edition of Daily Bread coming at you live right at 2:10 on the East Coast. So perfect time for you West Coast people as well, right before you get to lunch. You already know it's the half hour max a day that you get to hear the best bets coming up, the ones that you need to lock in on the best gambling show out there on YouTube and
Ever,
Twitter waves.
ever, 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 ever. The best
Sorry,
ever.
I had to update the banner because I put Daily Bread Media, but we're live. But we're live on Empowered by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. The Daily Bread Media is where we're live on Twitter. You can give us a follow there and a retweet if you're watching today's show. We got it pulled up. We'll shout out your comments if you're tapping in and tuning in with us there. We appreciate that. We're live on Twitch. I guess I have to say that because we got a comment yesterday there, but we're live on YouTube, and that's the best way to be watching our show. Just like Barry, you don't miss a single second because sometimes they get bets that are dropped real quick and early. But nah, this is the place where you get to be featured, drop your plays. When you drop a winner, screen cap it, tweet it out, tag it at us. We always retweet it. If you're dropping plays in here, we're all together to beat the books. And it's Monday, so that means you tapped in for paid for play on Saturday. Sunday morning quarterbacks yesterday, daily bread Monday through Friday. You probably got that Venmo or Cash App payment and not the request from the bookie. But Sosa, it's a beautiful Monday. Cold as shit, actually. But Harden is feeling
Oh,
free and Embiid smiling. Everyone's feeling great out here, I guess, except if you're a Bengals fan. But how are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. None of my Super Bowl long shots hit last night, so I'm now the worst capper alive. The internet's a crazy place, man. I before we get into anything, I just want to say, listen, if you're living in your mom's basement or if you're some lame that's bored with obsession of other people on the internet, you need a fucking role model. I don't know how your mom or dad failed you as a child, but unfortunately, I'm not the one who can help you. Like coming for Christian, coming for my homies, coming for all my dogs and myself, and coming for Sosa on the on the internet is not gonna help you in any capacity at all. It ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. I'm here to help people. Me and Rex started this show to help folks. We started what we do every day to help people. And if you're not being helped, it's because you fucking suck at gambling. And that's not my motherfucking problem. Moving forward, that was one of the
Well,
worst
USA
fucking Super
Hockey.
Bowls. I was right. Just moving forward.
Yeah,
Listen, that
USA
was one of the
Hockey. Give
worst
them the
fucking
first
Super Bowls I
shout
ever
out,
won.
and then we'll
My
get
bad.
to the Super Bowl. But you win the group, get over Canada, because I know we got a bunch of Canadians that tap in with us. We got to have our one time in the sun because it probably won't happen after group play. But won the group, got all three dubs. The college guys are showing out. But let's talk Super Bowl real quickly. We'll probably wrap it up again with it.
That shit fucking sucked. Are you kidding me? The refs called the game one way for 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter gave the Rams the fucking game. If you watched the game, you saw what you saw. Your eyes weren't deceiving you. The refs cheated and gave them the fucking game. This is a terrible fucking game, a terrible display of the NFL. The game was terrible. Everything about it was terrible. Kendrick Lamar was fucking terrible. Oh, I said that out loud. I wasn't supposed to say that out loud, but that shit, he just popped up and ruined everything. It seems like he does that often. I'm not really the biggest Kendrick guy, but that one was, oh my goodness. He shows up and just ruins everything. Everything was going well, and then he just, he just comes out there and starts rapping about nothing. Shout out to 50 Cent though. 50 Cent kind of saved the show in my opinion. Eminem kneeling. I mean, he's been doing anything for highlights the last couple of years, so we don't know what's genuine from him anyway. Yeah, I'm
My
sorry, bro.
biggest thing
I'm
was
not one of you guys. I don't like people that rap about absolutely nothing and sound smart doing it. That's my take on Kendrick. Like you can be a fan, and I mean, you're also a fan of Kevin Durant, the biggest pussy in the history of sports. So we know
yeah,
where
we
we
did
know where your alliances lie, my boy.
We did tell y'all about the first song when Roddy was on. We dropped that out there that the next episode was going to open it up, not California Love. But the biggest thing was, Sosa, to the first thing you said about the refs. When Tony Dungy is tweeting it out there, that's when you actually know because this takes a lot for Tony Dungy to say that. And it is what it is. The holding on Apple was definitely a holding there, but it was more of the third down holding on Wilson. That was more of the one where that was tough. That was the tough one of the whole game because you let everything else go. Yeah, Higgins got away with one, but I'm on the same boat with you. I texted the one group chat that we were in last night saying it could have been a hot take, but that was kind of boring. It was you had to drive with the flags at the end, and then you had the one chunk play. That was 14 of your 43 points, and the rest was kind of just no one could really move the ball. Donald was the man, and I just basically have to give him the shout out. And in my opinion, he probably should have been the MVP.
Who?
Donald.
Man, Aaron Donald lined up in the fucking neutral zone like 6 times, including on 4th and 1. Like, yeah.
And they let him get away with this. They made the plays. Like, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And if they ain't going to call it, keep lining up in that neutral zone. That's what I'm saying. I have no issue with that whatsoever. If they're not going to call it, man,
the T. Higgins face mask, that did happen too. The T. Higgins face mask happened.
And that's what I'm just saying. 14 of the points are kind of just bad.
Blah.
Yeah. And the rest of the game, but I just think Donald, he's the one who probably should have been MVP. And because the last thing Chase had Ramsey burned on that last play of Burrow had 2 seconds, man, that would have been a walk-off right there. He had Ramsey face first on the dirt. Because it wasn't Nick Foles on the other side of it.
Easy, at the end of the day, the Rams walked away with the trophy. They won the Super Bowl. I'm not happy that they won the Super Bowl, and I'm just, I would be a hater all I want. I'm never, ever, ever going to cheer for them. Those coaches, yeah, 4th and 1. The play calling was terrible.
All 3 of the plays. The 2nd and 1, I get that Burrow did it to kill the clock. The 3rd and 1, run up the middle. And thanks for bringing this up, and that's how we'll go to the NBA bets and NCAA bets. The amount of people that said they should have ran it up the gut again. If they ran it up the gut again, then your whole mantra would have been they didn't give Burrow a chance to win the game. So that's kind of just fair. On 3rd and 1, they ran up the middle. He got stuffed, so they ran and let Burrow try to make a play. He just didn't have time. So that's why either way they would have went, and they didn't convert. You could have had the other mantra.
They gave the ball to a guy whose name is James spelled backwards with an extra E. Like, come on, Samaj. Come on, bro, stop it. Come on, are you fucking kidding me? Your name's not Samaj. It's just James backwards. If y'all know what movie that's from. I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke.
Great call there. Yeah, both coaches did call a pretty poor game.
That was pretty bad. I can't lie. Van Jefferson, TD. Yeah, man, Van Jefferson. Van Jefferson and Odell Beckham both having kids in the next couple of days. Van Jefferson's kid was born yesterday. Shout out to Odell Beckham Jr., an NFL champion. Hopefully he recovers and can have somewhat of a career remaining. Blowing out the same ACL back-to-back calendar years is tough, man.
Especially going into free agency as well.
Yeah, I hope to God that he.
All right, last thing. Did you see the Schefter tweet?
Which one?
The one where he put Eli, Jarvis Landry, and Calvin Johnson with the picture of Stafford and Odell saying they said we couldn't do it, and then he deleted the tweet 10 minutes later.
I didn't see that.
All right, I'll have to send that out, and Daily Bread will retweet that out. It was the wildest tweet from the night. But let's get to the bets. We can get back to the Super Bowl at the end because we got over 50 people tapped in with us between our 3 outlets. So we know they're hungry. We know they're waiting for the plays.
Sosa was drinking last night. No, the 49ers would have. Nitro, listen, I don't care about the 49ers. Once we lost, the season was over. I'm not like y'all. I guess for Ravens fans, it was like really fun to watch the team that you're against. You play twice a year, lose. Like, I had no interest in watching the Super Bowl. Yes, I didn't want them to win. And actually, I was sober last night. I was chilling. It was a nice little Sunday evening, man. You know what I mean? Time for Odell to come home now. Oh, you want him in New Orleans? Best of luck, my brother. Best of luck with that. Somebody said
College hoops plays. Best way to get into it right away.
Yep. Let's get into these college basketball plays, man. Let's see where we starting at tonight.
All right, where we're starting. Nice little bounce back spot here for Davidson. Bad loss at Rhodey on Saturday. They got Duquesne coming in at home. I'm not going to be around the bush of how bad Duquesne's defense is. If you go back and look at Davidson's home splits, they've gone over 74. points in majority of their home games, especially in conference. Yes, both of these teams do play at a slower pace, but I'm rocking the over Davidson 74.5 minus 110 just because they should be able to make 10 plus threes. They'll get anything they want in the middle. You can go with the full game over. I just don't want to rely on Duquesne scoring tonight. A nice bounce back spot home for Davidson that cannot take another loss on the season. Guess you have to get some style points at this part, but I never take style points into capping in college hoops at this point. I just think they get over 74.5 just because of how bad Duquesne's defense is. Sexy Rexy, yeah. Well, you fucking watching it's the wild Netflix thing that has the Instagram handle, like the woman across the street from the woman in the window or some shit like that. It's that new Netflix shit with Kristen Bell. That's the Instagram handle of the one guy in it. Sexy.
Who the fuck is Kristen Bell?
I don't know, some actress. I haven't seen much of her stuff, but she's the main person in it.
Sir, I don't even know who she is, bro.
Yeah, see, Goose did Arlo Grime on Saturday. Here's your dad moment of you don't know who Kristen Bell is.
Kristen Bell? Who the fuck is she? What else was she in? I
don't know, man. We'll get to it later. Second play of the day.
My bad.
We'll get the people educated.
You lost me for a second. I was like, who the fuck is she? Like,
Pac-12 hoops time, late. So the first game is 7 p.m. tip, 9 p.m. tip. Yep, off the rails on a Monday. You love how he started. It's Valentine's Day. I guess the way it happens. Oregon, -5, -110. Off a 14-point loss as well, coming back home. So you see a theme in both of these plays. Washington State, I still believe they're completely overvalued and overrated, especially metric-wise, and that's why this number opened at 3.5. The sharps in the public, I think they are both on the right side here, moving this to 5. Since the show's at 5, I'm playing the -5, -110. They're still coming off 2 losses as well with Washington State, both at home against the 2 Arizona teams. They just look better because the Pac-12 stinks. They lost to Arizona by 12 at home. Oregon, they definitely need style points, so this is where this is an easy double-digit win, -5, -110. I never said it was a good show. I was just trying to say why Goose was calling me that and not for another reason. Jer, great call by you. Berg jumping on that -3 last night. You're not going to be sweating it as hard as I am.
Yeah,
you got anything from college hoops tonight? You got a game with Oklahoma State going to Fog, St. Louis going to Bonnie's, West Virginia going to Kansas State. Those are really your top ones.
No,
the Virginia battle.
I got nothing right now for college basketball. I just showed up for this segment to listen to you and do whatever bets you say to bet. Yeah, that's
Kristen, not Christian. I probably butchering her name too. It's gonna be the best part. I probably just said the person's wrong name. The last play we're gonna go with, if you're rocking with us in Spaces this morning, you heard me alluding to it, and I looked into it more. And yes, we're gonna take the Kansas State -3.5 at home, -110 against West Virginia. You know, I like to try to pick the teams in a bounce back spot, but we're just going to continue to fade a reeling West Virginia team right here. Kansas State is a squad that I just believe their defense is going to have to hold up against Taz Sherman. That's really their one part of their offense. Sean McNeil haven't been too impressed with that. West Virginia just can't score the ball. They can bring the pressure, but with Pack and Noel, they'll be able to handle the pressure, and it's not in Morgantown. So sure, the hook is gross, but when you got a team that has lost 7 of their past 8 games, I think Kansas State can cover the 3.5 tonight. See, I was right. It was Kristen Bell. Just Akbar doesn't know either.
Yeah, I didn't even, this isn't like, I know I haven't been looking at the camera, but I wasn't even Googling to see who she was. I was just,
the girl.
I was handling some tweets, and you know what I mean? Like,
see, man, we know she's tapping in with us too, so we got to feel bad. So shout out, Kristen. We still like your work, I guess.
Yeah, we appreciate whatever it is you do.
All right, you want to get to the NBA plays?
Do we have to?
I mean, if you don't want to give out any NBA plays, you don't have to.
Well, you kind of.
She's the voice from Anna and Frozen. That's the first thing she's known for. Duh.
You kind of have to,
forgetting Sarah Marshall.
All right, for me, we're gonna start in that Kings versus Nets game. That's gonna be the lead. That's gonna be the lead play. It's gonna be the lead game. Kings versus Nets. We're gonna go with the Aaron Fox over 23.5 points at -104. Brooklyn allows the fourth most points to point guards, and they allow a shit ton of threes to point guards. I mean, we've seen that all year. Sac actually does the same thing as well. They give up a lot of threes. Also, if Steph Curry is available tonight, I like Seth Curry's points. It's at 15.5. I think that at home, he's going to have to fill a bigger role. He's got the ultimate green light. Him and Patty Mills are going to be able to do whatever they want. Seth Curry over 15.5 at -110. De'Aaron Fox over 23.5 at -104. Neither team's going to give a lot of resistance defensively. I think the game is a good matchup to go over as well. I'm not touching that, but the two plays that I like are De'Aaron Fox points and Seth Curry's points if he plays. Those are my two for that. I have three others that I like in the Milwaukee versus Blazers game. I like Milwaukee to cover the 11.5. Milwaukee minus 11.5 at -110. I actually think they'll end up winning this game by 20 plus. I don't think that they play any games with them, especially coming off of Elda Phoenix. That's the last time we saw this Milwaukee Bucks team take the floor. I think they come out rejuvenated tonight and they beat the dog shit out of the Trailblazers. Would not be surprised if they win by more than 20. I would actually also be inclined to take an alternate number. 11.5 seems like a lot, but it's one of those lines where you don't be afraid of. I don't care if Giannis isn't playing. This team should not be able to hang with Milwaukee, regardless. I think they come out and they play good. I think Ibaka plays tonight. I think they have everybody available but Giannis at home against a Trailblazers team that had no business even being in the game with the Knicks the other day. The Knicks tricked off an 18-point lead in the fourth quarter. They had no reason to even be in that game, so don't be fooled by that game. That was just the Knicks being absolutely incompetent. Their fucking coach let a 16-point lead go all the way down to the point where they lost the lead, and then he decided to call timeout. He's an asshole. Tom Thibodeau's a fucking asshole. That's my only takeaway from that game on Saturday. They had no reason even being in the game. Absolutely not. No way whatsoever. So I like that's my play for the Milwaukee game. The Milwaukee minus 11.5 right now. I love the number. And we're gonna run it back tonight with CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum's points should be at 20.5. I actually will play it up to 25. I like the situation that he's in right now with New Orleans. I think that they're only going to get better. He fits what they want to do. Him and Ingram are a good duo. I think that CJ McCollum points and 3-pointers tonight. I'm down to see. I think both of them tonight at 20.5. You kind of have to take it. This is a guy who's averaged 26 points a game over the last 2 seasons. For some reason, you keep getting his number low. I would take it every time. I don't care if there's a level of continuity that people want to see. I personally do believe that CJ McCollum balls tonight.
You think it might be a nice little buy low spot on the Raptors as well, potentially. It's a 3.5 on the road, which is gross, but an upset loss as a favorite in the next game. They're 5-2 ATS. So if you're liking the Raptors here, I like it. That was my play. I left off the card, but I got to keep my NBA streak hot. So I got one for you guys coming up.
Let's keep it going, my guy.
It's easy. It's an easy angle. We're going back to the well with where I'm going tonight. I don't know if you got to play in the San Antonio or Chicago game, but if we're going over two.
I want to roll with Chicago, but something about San Antonio's been locked in. They've been locked in recently, bro. And they've been locked in. It's just I'm surprised. Maybe it's because they played 2 teams. I mean, one of them was Atlanta. Roddy came on here and told us that Atlanta wasn't going to cover on Friday, and they sure as hell didn't.
And I'm just going with the over in this game.
I think it's 10 at halftime last night and then lost and got outscored by 20 in the second half by the Boston Celtics. You know me, I always like to throw salt on the Atlanta Hawks. Fuck them. So
yeah, I just have to rock with the over here. We cashed on this one last week when it was set at 240.5. It's 235 today, solely because we already know this trend from the last time in the Bulls home games when it's over 220, 12-0 in the season, when it's over 230, 2-0 in the season, And when you even get the Spurs on the road, when it's higher than 230, they're 4-0. It's the books are just telling you they make this number right. It's high for a reason. Over 235 minus 110.
I love it, brother. I absolutely love it. What are we going for? Six straight, 5 straight?
Yeah, we went Monday through Friday. One NBA play a day. It cashed. Let's start Monday and keep that streak rolling.
6 straight. Let's get it. I love to hear it.
You can get 234 on Bet Online, but I've got 235, so that's what I'm rocking with.
And I have one final play, and it is going to be Doug McDermott, 3+ 3-pointers. Just a matter of matchups. The position gives the Chicago Bulls some problems. Doug McDermott to hit 3 threes is at plus something crazy. It's like plus 165. I believe that Doug McDermott hits 3 threes tonight. It's just how I feel. DeJounte over 17.5 rebounds and assists. I mean, can you really say no, bro? The guy's a walking triple-double every night. The jump shot's there. He's got every part of his game that you want from your point guard. The dude's been lights out. He's got nothing but my respect. I think that well-deserved to be an all-star, should have been a reserve without having to wait on an injury, but it's the way the game works, man. You sometimes you got to wait your turn. We all know that Devin Booker's a superstar now. And when he was putting up 30, 40 burgers and not winning, he wasn't making all-star teams. So that's part of it. They put winning and what your team does sometimes before what the eye test shows you. And there's not a soul on earth that can tell you DeJounte Murray's not an all-star. And if they do, they don't fucking watch basketball.
So one last game we have to get into before we wrap it up here. The Brooklyn Nets are really home dogs to the Sacramento Kings.
Yes, because they
Seth looks like he's making his debut tonight.
Yeah. What's it, 11 straight? 11 straight L's?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're bad, bro. They're bad. They have none of the 3 Hall of Famers that they had at the beginning of the year to play any games. James Harden's gone, obviously. Kyrie is part-time, and KD's got an MCL. So they're really hoping right now that Ben Simmons is in shape and hurries up and gets on the floor, because right now they look very bad.
So it's kind of just where, the Nets are home dogs, but it looks like they're probably going to be starting Patty Mills, Curry, Aldridge, Claxton, and Kessler Edwards.
Yeah, that's not a professional 5. So
no, that's kind of where Cam Thomas points if you had to make me go at anything.
Drummond making his debut tonight?
Seth looks to be.
I see Seth's name on everything, so I know he's playing. I'm just like, is when's Drummond playing? Listen, I don't have very much concern in regards to the Nets. I don't care about what, like their players. So like, I just look at the book to see who's playing. And right now, the only guy they have obviously is Seth. But they're a terrible sports organization. So they've never won shit. So if you can get a line on Drummond's rebounds, play it to the moon.
Let me see. Loading it up.
If you can get a line on his rebounds, play it to the moon. And when I say the moon, the max number that your book allows.
Nope, not on mine yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like Cam. If he had to make me have a play, I like just Cam. He's just going to get the shots no matter what. Seth coming in is probably going to screw up his minutes and screw up the amount he'll get, which kind of sucks because they already have Seth listed at 15.5 points. So that's already a decent chunk that'll come out of Cam's volume. That's going to wrap us up for today. Got 4 plays, 3 in college hoops, 1 NBA total. Sosa gave you the player props to be looking forward tonight.
And I
gave started off 4 plays.
And the minus 11.5 for Milwaukee.
Yes, sir. We start off with the Super Bowl talk. Anything else we want to get to before the show wraps up for this another great week to start off with Daily Bread Media?
I mean, we know the deal, man. Terrible Super Bowl. Baseball be back soon. Basketball playoffs, can't really wait for that. Yeah, I'm just excited, man. It was a hell of a football season. We cashed out colossal all year long. It was a blast. We did it up with the homies, and Yeah, I'm just looking to keep this rolling, man. Keep this rolling. It's important that we keep it going, and that's what we're gonna do. So
Yes,
let's
sir.
let's
Shout
get
out to
this thing
everyone
started right,
who
and
tuned
let's get
in
to it.
with us on Sunday morning quarterbacks yesterday, and definitely shout out to all of the guests that were rocking with us the whole season. As you already know, we'll give you draft content there. We're going to keep getting Daily Bread Media's YouTube page up with more stuff than just daily best bets. So your favorite football team, basketball team, we're going to get some better and more content out like that. That's evergreen. Other than that, check out the Wise Guys Diamond Club. We got a sale for this week only. But until tomorrow, we'll catch you all later.